guys, it's Tuesday and let's get into our ELA lesson. So we're going to kick off with our sight words. The word is going to come up on the screen and let's read it together and spell it as the letters fall down. 1. W-O-N. Should. S-H-O-U-L-D. Change. C-H-A-N-G-E. Fall. F-A-L-L. Yes. Y-E-S. There. T-H-E-I-R. 5. F-I-V-E. Open. O-P-E-N. Cheer. C-H-E-E-R. Look. L-O-O-K. Okay, guys, next we're going to get into our vocabulary words. I'm going to read the list of bold words first, which are all of our vocabulary words, and then we'll talk about the definition or the meaning of each of these words. Okay, so I'm reading the words. Believe, delicious, feast, fond, lessons, remarkable, snatch, stories. Pause your video and read those words again. Okay, great job. All right, so the first word, believe. If you believe something, believe means to think something is true. The next word, delicious. Delicious means that something tastes very good. Feast. Which one of the definitions do you think feast means? The king had a feast at his palace. That's right. Feast means a large, fancy meal. Fond. If you are fond of something, I am fond of the color green. Fond means what? That's right. To like very much. Lessons. Which definition do you think means the word lessons? That's right. Lessons are things you can learn from. You're doing a great job. Remarkable. Remarkable. We had a remarkable day at the park. What do you think remarkable means? That's right. If you said wonderful, that's right. The next word, snatch. Snatch. It is not nice to snatch away a toy when you don't want someone to have it. What do you think snatch mean? Very good. To grab quickly. And the last word, stories. We see that stories are made up tales that you tell to someone or you read to someone. Okay, now let's talk about our phonics. We've covered all of our short vowel sounds, and this week we're covering all of our long vowel sounds. Pause the video and say all of the short vowel sounds. Great job. Now, pause the video again and say all of the long vowel sounds. And remember, the long vowel says its name. Perfect job. This week we're looking at the long vowel pattern, consonant, vowel, consonant, with a vowel on the end, and our vowel that we are looking at on the end is going to be that magic and bossy E. And remember, when two vowels get together, it's like a game. The first vowel speaks, it says its letter name. Okay, guys, so for this next part, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil or your dry erase board and a dry erase marker. So if you don't have that, pause your video and go and get it and restart the video when you're ready. Okay, so on your paper, I'm going to say some words, and some of them may be real words, and some of them may be nonsense or real words that are not real, and we're going to turn them into real words. So on the first word, I want you to write the word mull. See if you can write the word mull. M uh mull. You got it? Okay, let's see. Did you write the letters M-U-L? Correct. Okay, so if we look at this word, mull is not a real word, but what happens if you write an E on the end of that word? Write an E on your paper. Now read the new word. What long U word did we just make? If you said mule, you're correct. We made the word mule and we changed the U from a short U to have mull. Now we have the long U and that word is mule. Great job. Now, the next word I want you to write on your paper is hug. Write the word hug. Hug. Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, so did you write H-U-G? You are a stupendous speller. Now, if we want to change this word hug to the word huge, how could we change it from ugh to huge? How can we take that long U sound? How could we take it from short U to long U? What letter can you add to your paper to make the word huge? Change hug to huge. That's right, you got it. All we had it to do was add our magic E. Now, I want you to write on your paper, write the word us. 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 Okay, that one's simple. Did you write the letters U-S? I knew you did. That's exactly right. Now, I want to change the word us into a long U word, use. Use. And what are we going to add to make it use? That's right. We're going to add our E to the end. All right, our last word. Spell the word fuss. 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 You got it. Right? You should have the letters F-U-S. Now, let's change the word fuss to the word fuse. How can we change the word fuss to the word fuse? That's right. All we have to do is change that U, short U to a long U by adding a magic E. Very good. Now pause your video and read these 4 words again. Try to come up with a sentence for each one of these words. See if you can write 4 sentences using the word mule, huge, use, and fuse. I know you can do it. All right, guys, so this week we are going to continue talking about context clues. And there's different ways we can use context clues. There are different kinds of clues. The first one is inference clues. We can use the clues to figure out the meaning by using the word before or after the sentence. What words are in the sentences before or after that give us clues? Then we have definition clues. Definition clues, that means that the meaning of the word is in the sentence that we're reading. We also can use example clues. In an example clue, that means an example of the word is given in the text. And we can use synonym clues. That's when we have words that are used in the text that have a similar meaning. Synonym words mean the same. And then we have antonym clues. And antonym clues, that's when we have a word with the opposite meaning given to explain the word. So antonym clues are words that tell the opposite. So let's look at a passage. Let's read this passage, and this is a good example of a fluency passage. So with the fluency passage, we're going to do two things at the same time. We're going to time ourselves reading, and we're also going to read this passage to see if we can figure out the meaning of these underlined words. So the first time that I read this passage, I have my timer set for 1 minute. So I'm going to mark my timer. I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute, and I want you to do the same. I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute, and then I'm going to count how many words I can read in that 1 minute. Okay, are we ready? I'm going to read it, and then you pause the video and you try it. I'm starting my timer. Kevin's hair blew around his face. It was a blustery day. The strong wind was perfect for Kevin. He had his kite and couldn't wait to fly it in the strong winds. He carefully unwound the kite and its tail. He was all alone in the park field. He had plenty of space to run. Kevin took a deep breath and sprinted as fast as he could. He threw the kite up in the air. Kevin hoped the wind would catch it. The string jerked as the kite flew up. It bobbed up and down in the wind. Kevin was thrilled. He made his kite fly. He stopped running and turned to face his kite. He released several feet of the string and the kite flew up even higher in the sky. Kevin grinned. It was the perfect kite fly. Okay, so I'm going to stop at the word kite. My timer's going off. So for the word kite, I'm going to mark that is where I stop. So I'm going to mark the word kite and draw a little line there. And then I'm going to count how many words that I read, and I'm going to write it in this box. If there were any that I messed up, then I would write those in the box also. And I would do this 3 times. So when we're done, I want you to pause the video and set your timer for 1 minute and read this passage 3 times. But let's keep going. So we have 3 words that are underlined that I want us to focus on. The first word is blustery. Now, if blustery was a word that I didn't know, the first thing I could do, I could look at the parts of the word that I know. I know that BL says blue, US says us, and t'ery. I could sound that word out. Blustery. Blustery. So I read that word. I want to read that word in a sentence. It was a blustery day. Now, I look at that sentence. I don't really have many words in that sentence to give me clues. So I'm going to go to the word before and the sentence after. I'm going to read the sentence before and the sentence after. Kevin's hair blew around in his face. It was a blustery day. The strong wind was perfect for Kevin. So, I know that Kevin's hair was blowing around in his face because it was a blustery day. So, what is something that could make Kevin's hair blow? Would a snowy day make his hair blow in his face? No, snow doesn't make your hair move around. Would a cloudy day make the hair blow in his face? No, I don't think so. If it's cloudy, that means it may be about to rain. What about a windy day? Would wind blowing in his face make his hair move around? Yes, but I want to read all of my answer choices to make sure. A summer day. Would a summer day make his hair blow around in his face? No, it wouldn't. So I can see here the best answer choice for the word that could replace blustery would be windy. So if I read my passage again with the word windy instead of blustery, let's see, does it make sense? Kevin's hair blew around in his face. It was a windy day. The strong wind was perfect for Kevin. Does that make sense for my passage to use the word windy? Yes, it does. So I'm going to mark and keep that as my correct answer. Let's look at the next word we had. The next word is sprinted. What word could replace sprinted? So again, we want to read the sentence. Kevin took a deep breath and sprinted as fast as he could. So which one of these words could I use instead of sprinted? Kevin took a deep breath and coughed as fast as he could. Now, can we cough fast? Yes, we can cough fast, but if I know and use the clues in the passage that I've read, Kevin is flying a kite. So I think about how I would fly a kite or how I've seen other people fly a kite. They don't cough when they fly a kite, so I would not pick that as my correct answer. Okay, the next choice is ran. Kevin took a deep breath and ran as fast as he could. Would I need to know that you need to run when you're flying a kite? Yes, I know that when I fly a kite, to get my kite to fly, I want to take off running. And I also remember that I read in the sentence before, it said he had plenty of space to do what? To run. Let's look at the next choice. Laughed. Kevin took a deep breath and laughed as fast as he could. Now, does it make sense if we laugh fast? No, it doesn't make sense to laugh fast. Kevin could possibly be laughing because he's having a good time, but that wouldn't make sense in this particular sentence. So we're not going to choose that answer. And the last choice, screamed. Kevin took a deep breath and screamed as fast as he could. Again, I know that he probably could scream because he's having fun, but that doesn't make sense in our sentence. He's not going to scream fast, so I don't want to mark this choice either. So my correct answer is going to be ran. That makes the most sense to replace the word sprinted. I can take sprinted out and use ran instead. And our final word. What word could replace released? What's the first thing I need to do? Let me hear you tell me. That's right. If you said I need to read the sentence, that is correct. He released several feet of the string and the kite flew up even higher in the sky. So if I take this word released and change it to one of my answer choices, let's see which one could I use. He coughed several feet of the string and the kite flew up even higher. Do you think Kevin is going to cough string if he's trying to fly a kite? No, that doesn't make sense. So we don't want to use that as the correct answer. He ran several feet of the string and the kite flew up even higher. Well, I know that he is running to make his kite fly, but he's not going to run the string, is he? No, so that's not going to be my correct answer either. He cut several feet of the string and the kite flew up even higher in the sky. Can Kevin cut his string? Yes, he could, but if he cuts his string, is that going to help him fly his kite? No, that's not going to help him, so I don't want to choose that because it wouldn't make sense for him to cut the string if he's trying to fly his kite. Let's look at the last choice, let go of. He let go of several feet of the string and the kite flew up even higher in the sky. Does that make sense? Is that what we do when we fly a kite? Do we have to let go of a little bit of the string for it to fly up? Yes, we do. So that is going to be our correct answer. Released can be switched out for let go of. We can put let go of in our passage instead of released. Okay, guys, you're going to talk more about context clues with your teacher on your call today. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.